Thursday, October 21st, 2009. Commissioner Cobbin, would you lead us in prayer, please?
Most gracious and Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you've given us to live for you, Father. May our, I hope we have lived our lives today and it's been pleasing to you, Father. Please be with us tonight, and may our conversations, our thoughts, and our actions be pleasing to you as well. It's in your Son's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Stand with me for the pledge, please. Raise the flag. Repeat after me. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag,
United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, first of all, we need to approve the minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I've reviewed those and find them in order and move that they be approved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Do we hear any additions or deletions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? First on the agenda, we have the update on the clerk's building. Well, I rode by there today and yesterday too. The walls are up, the sheeting's on for the roof, so it's almost dried in. To this date, out of the $698,000 plus budget, we've paid out $151,000, so that's 22% of the total. And the mayor informed me today that we seem to be on schedule, no problems, at least no major problems. So it's good to go. Next we have land donations. As you'll recall, it was in 2 months ago, we had 2 donations. One was for 3.5 acres on Claude Jones Road. That's valued at $47,250. And I was out there today, and AJ's Tree Service is out there, and I wasn't lost, but I wasn't sure exactly where I was as far as the property, and I stopped and asked them if they could help me, and he seemed to think that that was an adjoining property to him. So if it is, he said when we got ready to do something with that property that he may be interested in it, but he did say cheap. So and I advised him that it didn't look like it was cheap to me, at least the assessed value, but he still may be interested. He said he thought that there is one well on there, possibly more, but don't think it will perk. And best I could see, the better land was up the hill behind the property, and then I think the property actually stopped at the better land, but it's pretty much a glade. Second piece of property it's on Coleman Hill Road, and that's 1.3 acres, and assessed value is $12,350. There again, it's more of a glade type property, 1.3 acres, so it's not very large, but I guess you could run some goats or something on it. But you never know. People have different ideas, but the mayor asked me to bring this up tonight so you could kind of hash over how you felt about disposing of the property or what you would want to do with it. Now, the deeds haven't been finished yet, so it's not actually turned over to us, but we just want to update you that that is happening at this time, and just wanted your input of what you thought we might want to do with these. And we're thinking maybe February or March of actually doing something. But yes, Carol.
Didn't we sell some property on Coleman Hill Road, auction it off? year, 2 years ago.
We may have, I don't recall. Commissioner Hall, do you remember?
I don't remember that day on Coleman Hill.
Well, I might be mistaken, but it seemed like it was Coleman something.
I know it wasn't this property, but
Okay.
I'm not aware or don't recall us doing something previously on that same road. I was discussing with the mayor of maybe someone may want to purchase it to put a cell tower at least on Coleman Hill Road, since it was a smaller track, and he seemed to think that maybe it was not enough elevation for someone to be interested in that, or at least a cell tower company. Anyone have an opinion?
Anybody know why it's being donated? Has it been for sale, can't sell it, or what's the issue with it? Anybody know?
Really didn't have a reason that I know of, as far as conveyed to us, a reason. Of course, I can assume that it was property that, from looking at it today, that's why I have this assumption that I don't believe either one of the properties perk, so that would be a major concern. And I think I did read it in one of the correspondence. It wasn't to us, but it was between some family members or maybe an attorney that they just wanted to just get rid of it because they didn't have a use for the one. But it was basically inherited. Anyone else?
I think we ought to, like you stated, hold off and see what comes. We may, like before, we can accumulate several pieces of property again, and as we did before, try to get an auctioneer and let them go.
Okay. On the way up here, I was thinking about things we'd done in the past and how we dispose of property. And I know we had a contract with an auction company or a realty company, an auction, but I couldn't remember how long. I was thinking that was like for 1 year.
Correct.
So I don't know if that is up or not. So I'll check on that, because we may need to redo that before this comes about.
Yeah, I think we posted that and requested bids, and we got bids in and proposals. If you remember, one agency even come in and did a proposal to us.
Anyone else? All right, so that was just for your information, and so we'll hold off another month, and I'll find out about the auctioneer's contract. Excuse me. I put out here later today, well, that'll be under other business, so we'll continue. Okay, next on the agenda is discuss the meeting dates for November and December. I tentatively sent put November 30th and December 21st as our meeting dates. The other dates open were earlier in the month, and I felt that would be putting our meetings too close together. And, does anyone have an opinion on this, or is everyone all right with these two dates?
I'm good with them.
Fine with me.
Both these days are on Monday. Monday, November 30th, Monday, December 21st, at our regularly scheduled time is 6 o'clock.
motion for that, or?
Guess we could just make it official.
I move that we accept those dates.
Have a motion and a second to accept November 30th, and December 21st, 6 o'clock. Any further discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Any other business? On November the 11th, at the Smyrna Airport, Property Management Committee is invited to a luncheon and a tour of the airport. They said they'll have buses to shuttle us around and explain what's going on. So there's a lot going on out there, and I think it'd really be a good trip for everyone.
At what time?
At 11:30, I'm sorry.
11:30.
11:30, November the 11th,
I'll be at the main hangar.
at the terminal, the new terminal, or the terminal now. It's not
Behind
anymore.
Parker, of course.
Okay, so hope everyone can attend, and I think Vicki is, if she hasn't already contacted you, she will, to get a head count. Okay, I was hoping Commissioner Rogers would be here, because I know he spoke about the Adult Activity Center parking, and I couldn't remember if that was this committee or if it was Public Works, because I know the Highway Department or Public Works Department was involved in it, but I went by there today and I noticed that no work had been done, so does anyone recall if that was this committee? Okay, it was this committee. Rick, do you know where we stand with that? Has anyone called you?
I know there was some work now. I think what you were talking about is the paving portion. I don't know.
Yeah, to take the trees out and pave over.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a funding issue or why they didn't conclude it, but I know they're not paving now because of the time of year.
Okay. I'll check with the mayor's office and Public Works. I'll bring up tonight the Dolan property also. I don't know if anything's been done with that. I know the property hasn't been disposed of, but I was wondering if any of you had an idea of what we'd want to do with that, or.
I thought it was going to put a convenience center on it.
Well, that's been discussed in maybe this meeting and other meetings, as far as this committee meetings. But I haven't heard anything else. Didn't know if we needed to get it moving or to check further with the other committees to see if they've got something going.
Isn't there already some convenience center across the road?
Across the road, there's talk about maybe moving that or redoing the road a little bit. There's been several things discussed in meetings. So just trying to get a handle on it through property management, because I think it's been talked about more in Public Works maybe than property management. If there's no other comment or discussion on it, then I'll take it up with the mayor and Public Works.
If no other committee's working on it, I think we ought to look at selling it. Putting a for sale sign on it. Putting it back on the property tax rates, and instead of us sitting on it, somebody could do something with it.
From what I understood in previous discussions, it was maybe they wanted to move the fire department over there on part of it, or
You're still going to have your big truck then. That was part of the problem, is that curve with big trucks coming in. You have a fire department over there, you got a big truck.
well, they're going to go up and down that road anyway. They're the
The
fire
Dolan.
department.
The Dolan property won't perk, so I think that was the idea, is if we move the convenience center stuff over there, that we wouldn't need to worry so much about a perp site. And then if the volunteer fire department wanted to expand their services, they would have that area where the convenience center stuff is now, and they could expand into that area. I think it's just a matter of Public Works committing to that, committing funds to be able to move that equipment. I think there's gonna be some electrical and things for those compactors to get that done over there. I imagine that'll be a bidding process to get that done.
That discussion is a good use of that land, so.
Okay, any other discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I think we ought to allow our guests to introduce themselves.
Yes, definitely. Would you like to introduce yourself?
You're on television. It's a big moment.
We're with Youth Leadership Rutherford.
Mhm.
I think that's about it. I'm Alex Moret. I'm a senior at Blackman. Pretty straightforward.
I'm Shannon Jones. I'm also senior at Blackman.
Welcome.
I'm glad you were here.
We're glad you're here. Say something nice about Blackman High School.
This isn't there.
You call them
Actually, Blackman's a really good school.
Yeah,
I
it
went
is.
to Smyrna High School before I went to Blackman, and it's a good high school too, but Blackman has really great academics, and our principal really cares about Blackman. Like, I've seen her cry about Blackman. She loves our school a lot.
I
think
think she
she'll do
does
everything.
too. So I was giving you a chance to brag on your school. We think that the education system in Rutherford County is far superior to many counties in Tennessee, and
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
we would like to think that you two are getting a good opportunity for high school education.
And we would have to agree too.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other business come before this committee? All right, we'll stand adjourned.